Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, this
now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he... was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Smith. Outright to Smith-Njigba. Down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more yards. Smith now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion right is Wilson. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray now to throw. Dances by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Murray now. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Flush to his right. Going right back to Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Over the middle, Harrison. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give it off here to the tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Connor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Gino. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Geno now to throw. Flushed out right. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Now Murray. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That is caught, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Prater's kick is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. back now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8.
Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a
touchdown, Cardinals!
It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals are back within a couple of the lead. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's second and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now Gino on first down, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
now is Geno. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Murray going to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got Harrison left side complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Murray changing the play.
Out of the gun now on third down.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. Prater's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the handoff, this is Walker, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, here's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a run with Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Jet sweep here, Smith and Jigba. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Walker, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this time he is in. Yes. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Back to throw, Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Murray. That's pulled in by Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. This is 1st and 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Murray, one final try. This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that